Samurai Champloo episode 1 starts with two criminals, Jin and Mugen, being sentenced to execution by beheading. Then some fat bitch asks if they want to bow their heads and ask for forgiveness, but Mugen tells the fatty that he would rather die than bow his head, and Jin agrees. The fat man then orders the execution, and right before they get sent to the afterlife, we flashback to one day earlier. And I'll be honest, they had me in the first half because it cuts to a modern city at first, and I was so confused. But then it goes to ancient Japan. We then see a girl named Fu working at a tea shop and serving some samurai who are really fucking rude. Fu finds out that one of the customers is the son of the prefectural governor, and those are his dad's men. One of the samurai brags that he got a new sword, and he starts to harass an old man like the bitch that he is. At the same time, a peasant is asking the governor, a very familiar fat man, if he can help keep his job, but the governor just gets mad and tells his men to kill the poor peasant. A man in a very cool hat is about to save the peasant when he is told that the samurai that are about to kill the peasant are very famous and high-ranking fighters. We then come back to Mugen coming into the tea shop and asking for water, but Fu telling him that he has to order something else or she won't serve him. Mugen tells her he wants 50 dumplings in exchange for taking care of the rude samurai, but before Fu can agree, she is called over to another table. Unfortunately, she trips and spills tea all over the governor's son, and he demands reparations for this terrible act that she committed, and he decides that he wants one of her fingers. The bragging samurai from earlier offers to do it because he wants to try out his new blade. Another cut brings us back to the peasant and the governor, and we see Jin interfering even though he was told who the fighters were. He makes fun of the three top-class samurai and they attack him, but we cut again. Fu offers 100 dumplings to Mugen, so he cuts the bragging samurai's sand off. Then Mugen basically says, "Come at me, bro," to the other samurai. Another cut lets us see Jin kill the three hotshot samurais with ease. Like, it looks so fucking easy. We then see Mugen start to kill the samurai in the tea shop, but then the governor's son flexes on him by saying that his dad is gonna kill him. Mugen tells him that he doesn't give a fuck and that he hails from Ryukyu Islands, wherever that is, and that scares the fuck out of the kid. A final cut to Jin shows him picking up the governor's money from the floor before walking away like the badass that he is. The governor's boy keeps trying to scare Mugen by saying that his dad has 3 top-class fighters with him. This was obviously the wrong thing to say as Mugen gets excited and starts to break the boy's fingers until he gets those samurai to come fight him. Jin walks in and attacks him because he thinks that he is one of those cool samurai. Jin tells Mugen that he killed those guys, but this makes Mugen want to fight Jin even more. They have a very smooth fight scene where Mugen is jumping around and blocking attacks with his fucking sandal, while Jin is attacking with a more normal style. Neither land a hit, and before their fight can continue, the bragging samurai from earlier lights the tea house on fire, which ends up knocking out the duo. They wake up and the governor tells them that his son died in the fire, so he's gonna beat the fuck out of them until their execution. We then see a pretty epic montage of Jin and Mugen getting tortured. As Jin and Mugen are resting, Jin comments on how wild Mugen fights, and how he's the first person he hasn't been able to kill. They introduce themselves before Fu, who got past the guard with the help of a flying squirrel, appears to them. Fu offers to break them out if the duo promises to find the samurai who smells of sunflowers, but she isn't able to open the cell and runs away. There's another montage of Fu getting shit to help break out the duo, and we arrive back at the beginning of the episode. So right as they are about to be killed, Mugen, being the gigajad that he is, dodges the sword and the duo are able to break free. The two agree to work together and go on a massive killing spree before Jin kills the governor. Right as they are being surrounded, Fu throws 2 bombs which allows them to escape. Now that they are free, Jin and Mugen prepare to fight, but Fu robs us of an epic fight scene and gets them to come look for the Sunflower Samurai by winning a coin flip. The trio then runs away when the guards start to chase after them, but they trip due to Fu. And that's the end of the episode. I really fucking enjoyed this episode, and the fight scenes were definitely my favorite part. They were smooth as fuck, and I enjoyed watching Mugen jump around like a monkey. I also liked the interactions between Jin and Mugen, and I assume I will enjoy the trio's dynamic. The plot seems simple enough: find a samurai who smells like sunflowers, and I look forward to all the shenanigans that will occur along the way. Other than that, I think the soundtrack is pretty cool, and the opening is a banger. And that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful day.
It's finished. I guess this is the end. Looking back, my life has been nothing but failure. The tale of Jiraiya the Gallant.